Oh god, this is not going well. Let me just show you the two maps that I made. It's like so badly made. Or more like, I need to write some more for me to be able to like tell you if I'm doing well. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine and I am an aspiring romance author, and I am currently working on my new adult romance book. I currently just call it Project Vanier. I'm currently in the revision stage of it all over again. I'm going back to like beginning of draft 2. That is what we're gonna do. We are going to do more revision. Yeah, I'm excited to do some Vanier work today, and it's actually kind of exciting because it's something that I just remembered that I should be doing for the book, and that is to create a map of Vanier University. Now, I don't think that maps are very common really on new adult contemporary book. I think it's really just something that I need for myself, just because there are places in the university that are, that my characters go to, and I sometimes forget where these places are located. So for the sake of my sanity, I will be doing a map for it. I will not be doing or using any like fancy program for it. I'll just be handwriting it or hand drawing it really. There will be like several places that I should be like focusing on. I actually just wrote them down on a note, like on my notebook, which buildings that I should be like placing in the map. Not gonna lie, I am not very good at drawing, okay guys, like I that is not my forte, but it's gonna be like super simple. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the map, and then after that I'm actually just gonna head out and just do some errands. I will be going to the car dealership to get my oil changed and do some replacement for a recall, and then I will be back again to do some more, hopefully start drafting it, because I actually finished all the scene cards. I actually collected all the chapters that I need to write again, and I feel like I've just been stalling for the past few days since I finished doing that. I don't know, I feel like I'm just so nervous getting back to it, but I feel like if I just get into it, and I will be just fine. And yeah, but first, let me just do the map. Let's head into my workstation. I'm actually gonna use my gaming desk, not this one. I'm gonna use that one just because it has a bigger space. So let's get into it. Can you hear my PC? I feel like it's so loud here. Okay, so I will be using this piece of paper that I have lying around. I've had this sketchbook for so long. It's meant for watercolor, but I don't use it. I feel like I bought this paper because I saw this DIY wedding invitation online. I was like, I want to do that. And then reality set in. It's like, I am not good enough to do that kind of watercolor shenanigan with my wedding invitation. But anyway, I have this paper. I will be using it for the map. It's pretty thick. This girl is like, it has a lot of resistance to bend. I will be doing that. I already started drawing a line. Are you proud of me? I can draw a line. How lovely. I'm gonna show this to you guys. Okay, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. I actually, when I pulled this out, I just remembered that I have an old map that I made for a fantasy, a story that I wanted to write in 2022, like late 2022. And let me just show you the two maps that I made. It's like so badly made. This was even back when I didn't know Fourth Wing was like popular. I didn't even know that it existed. I think I read a book on web novel, was it? And I was like, oh my god, I love that story. Like, I want to write about dragons too. So I started like more like outlining a fantasy or romantasy really. It's like a romantic fantasy story about a lady of the house. I don't know which house she belonged to. I think it was Hildegard, or was it Markov? In this world, only men can be the leader of the house, but since there was like no male heirs to the house of Markov, only this lady, I forgot her name, oh my gosh, but she is the leader of the house, and then she saved a man unknowingly that this man is actually from one of the, like a dragonborn. I want to say dragonborn, but like, yeah, something like that. Like he is like a part of this empire, and somehow he got injured, and then this lady saved him, or something like that. I don't know. I was having so much fun making, like, I went into a rabbit hole of like making maps, and I love it. I have like a House of Carmela. Like I'm so creative. I have House of Siam, House of Edios. There's like House of Constanza, House of Adeli, or Adeli. No, I'm the author. I say it's Adeli. Then there's House of Hastings. House of Hastings is more like the royal family. And then, I don't know, I had like a whole outline of the story, and then where did it go? Oh my gosh. I forgot where this outline went. I remember doing it in my iPad, Scrivener iPad, and I think I deleted it. It's okay. I mean, I'm gonna keep it anyway. I don't know if this story will ever come to fruition one day, but this is really nice to have. But anyway, why is I rambling? Okay, I need to like start actually doing this. Okay, let's do it. Hi, okay, so I am back from my appointment, and I also just finished doing the map. It's very scuffed. This was the original. This is what you saw me doing. This is what you saw me doing a while ago, but I decided to just ditch that because it's not going well. And I was actually looking at a university map example. I was looking at this. Yeah, like this is the university map that I was kind of like basing it off of. And this is what I got. So I think it went okay, right? So for example, like I have the Founders Hall, which is like the humanities like department of Vanier, and then I have like the business school right here. Where was it? Yeah, this is the business school right here, and then I have like Ryan's engineering building, and then there's also the law building, and also like life sciences. I have like the athletic side of things. Like, I don't know. This is pretty cool. Actually, I was having a little bit of fun, not gonna lie, even though a little bit I was like kind of, like I was lost as to where, how I would even start doing this. But then this is like a very rough, I guess, look of what the map looks like. This is very intensive. I would say it's very, very extensive because like there are places here where I didn't even list it out in my notebook, but they're here anyway. So for example, like I have like, I have like the Amber Langstaff co-op housing for like students. There's also the off-campus residencies, and then there's also like actually I have St. Fin's, but I have like the plaza just outside of campus. I have an observatory. I have here like, geez, like I even have like a stable for farm animals. There are animals in this university. What else? Like just a shit ton. There's a whole lot of like parking lots. And then there's also the stadium, like rec center and all that. Yeah, and there's also like an annex building like at the bottom there, just outside of campus as well. There's also the bookstore. Well, yeah, I mean, is this considered writing? Yeah, it is. It is. It is considered writing. Yeah. I need to stop looking at this and like actually start writing. Anyways, I will now put that task away and actually start doing a draft. Where is my wallet? Okay, based on, I remember writing it last night. I said that I will be rewriting scene 2 of chapter 2. It's a little bit like it's not a whole new scene. It's more like I'm gonna tweak it a little bit. This is technically chapter 1 now that I think about it, because this is chapter 2 that I'm working on, but technically that's gonna be chapter 1. Anyways, I will be rewriting a scene first, and then hopefully that will not take long. I'm guessing I will be like adding maybe a couple, like 100 words maybe, or actually no. Yeah, maybe like a couple hundred words. Then after that, maybe I can tackle a whole new list, because I have literally have like probably 20 plus chapters that I have to completely rewrite. So, besties, we are actually rewriting this book at this point. I'm not even gonna like kid you. This is not revision, this is rewriting. Well, no, it's revision, but it's just we're rewriting. Man, man, whatever. I will talk to you in a bit and I'll let you know of my progress. So, hello everyone. I just want to do a quick update. This is how it's looking right now. Very messy, but it's okay. I actually paused on writing a little bit. I think I wrote, oh god, this is not going well. I wrote 60 words and it's not going well, but it's okay. It's fine. I am not super stressed because I came to a realization that I don't know what engineering students do. I've never taken a STEM class. I know of people who took engineering degrees, but I'm kind of like shy to ask. So what I'm doing is I'm actually just watching like day in the life or week in the life of an engineering student, and I found this channel by Avery Cheng, and I'm about to eat this up because I need this for research. I need it for research. Yeah, currently I'm watching his week in my life vlog as a third year student, because Ryan, my main character, is also a third year student. So I am trying to get inspiration, like how students in this kind of degree or program are like, or what kind of classes they're taking, or how their like school life is like, or academic life is like. So that is what I'm doing. His vlog is at 40 minutes and this is what I'm gonna do for the next 40 minutes, just like, take down notes and see where we go from there. So that's just my update. So yeah. Hey guys, welcome back. It's currently 10:17 at night. I just did my last session for today. Yeah, so earlier today you saw me watching a day or week in the life of an engineering student, and that kind of gave me an inspiration as to how an engineering student would lead their life in university. I am so glad to have found the channel, and I think I will be watching more just to kind of spark some inspiration. After watching the video or the vlogs, really, I embarked on, actually writing the chapter. The chapter that I'm writing right now is chapter 2, and it's the second scene. It's the meet cute, like official meet cute of, my two protagonists. And I'm gonna say I actually just opened like a new Scrivener file that I named as like a rewrite, because I want to separate the two, just because draft 2, like this rewrite, is like so different from how draft 1 is like, that I want to separate them and I don't want to confuse them. So what I'm gonna do differently this time with Scrivener is I will separate all the scenes that are in my chapter. So then let's say like for chapter 1 or chapter 2, though, I would have 2 scenes. So chapter 1, scene 1 would be one document, and then chapter 2, scene 2 will be a separate document. I think this will be like really, really good to like implement as well, just so when I'm moving things around in the file, I don't have to like copy paste them. I can just like move it in the corkboard. So that's what I did. In terms of reflection, as to how I am progressing, I need to write some more for me to be able to like tell you if I'm doing well, but so far it's okay. I have my first draft and my current draft right now. I have both of them open just because some of the lines in the first draft I like, so I'm like copy and pasting it on the new draft. But a lot of this currently is like very different. Like even the way that they interacted is so different. And something that popped up in my head as well is like how I am going to kind of connect this scene into the next chapter, because when I was reading the first draft, I was like, this, like I couldn't make the connection. So maybe if I add like a set, like a, I would say like a different scene for me to like transition into, you know, like the meet cute number 2 in chapter 3, I think that would be really, really nice. And I think that would also like push my characters into like the action, like actually, you know, getting into that adhesion part where they're gonna be inevitably gonna be together, you know, like forced proximity, you know what I mean? So I just wrote that down in my notebook because I know I will definitely forget that. So I'm just so glad that I have this notebook with me. Like this will not leave my side because it's literally my second brain, and I am so glad to have bought this. So yeah, for word count, today I ended up writing a total of 608 words. I would say about more or less 150 words came from my old draft. So I would say about 500 words that are new, but I am not really focused on the words right now. I'm just focused really on completing all the new chapters that I need to write. In the afternoon, I was like super, I don't want to say distracted. I'm like, I couldn't find the groove. So I figured that if I can just watch like a week in the life of an engineering student, that would spark something. I also read a little bit because I feel like I've just been reading so many manhwas the past couple weeks that I think I lost the voice of what it's like to write a book. I don't know if you can relate, but when I read manga or manhwa or any like webtoon, I lose the voice of me writing a book. And then what that looks like when I'm trying to draft is that everything is like a tell. Like I just tell the story and I don't show it. Because in my head, I see the picture, but my hands are just typing the words and they're just like telling the story instead of me showing it to the reader. So I kind of have to like recalibrate my brain a little bit. So what I did was read like a couple chapters of L. Kennedy's, I believe it's the Good Girl Complex is what I was reading. It helped, to be honest, to kind of calibrate my brain into like, you're supposed to be writing a book, girl. Straighten up. Overall, at least today is not wasted, my day off. Tomorrow I scheduled a writing break for myself, but we will be back into it on Wednesday and Thursday, just because on Thursday we are planning to do a writing live stream with Natalie, so you will see me there. By the time this video is up, you must have seen it or you might have joined it, but yeah, that's the plan. Enough rambling. It's 10:30, so I gotta go hop into bed because it's an office day tomorrow. So I'll talk to you on Wednesday. There we go. I think that's much better. Okay, so I am just getting ready because I am gonna go to a cafe today to kind of get myself out of, you know, my usual writing space, and also to a new space to write in. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I've just been writing all winter, or really trying to write all winter in my desk, and it's not working out. And my husband found this really nice cafe close, well, not really close, but like probably 15 minutes away from our house. Oops. So I'm excited to go there and be productive today because I do need more words to write. So while I'm getting ready, maybe I'll just have a quick chat with you. Since getting back to actually writing the book, it was really difficult to go back just because I feel like I was away from actually writing for quite some time, that my body is like, it's kind of like confused, like what's going on. Even my brain was like having a hard time keeping up with what is happening. Like, so that's probably why it took me like more than hours, like 2 hours to like actually get my body to write. Yeah, I will be going on a live stream up in Natalie's channel. Like, I'm excited to just go and write with other people because I haven't been writing with somebody in so long. I do writing sprints if I catch a live stream. Being on a call with somebody is like really nice because it makes you accountable. You guys are like chit-chatting in the middle. Like, don't get me wrong, I love writing by myself as well. It's comforting knowing that, I don't have that pressure, but at the same time, like, it's lonely because you're just by yourself. And so I'm just super excited to like get invited on this live stream. So my goal for tomorrow's live stream is obviously write the draft. Oh, and also I started doing an elevator pitch for my book because this idea came to mind because the last time I went on a live stream, I had a hard time describing what my book is about. And granted, it's only at the first draft. Oh, sorry, I was at the revision stage, I believe, on that live stream too. So the reason why I want to do that is because I want to be able to describe the book that I'm writing in a succinct way, especially if there's like people who ask me what the book is about. As the author, like, it's really hard to like describe your book because for me, like, I see my book in scenes. What I do sometimes is like I would describe the scenes that I'm writing when really that's not what people are interested about. So I am trying to do my best to write the elevator pitch for it. And I do have something, but I am not completely happy with it yet. So maybe in tomorrow's stream, I will continue polishing that a little bit. And then, today though, my focus today is to just write the new chapters that I need to write. Maybe continue. Yeah, I'll continue on chapter 2, scene 2. Hopefully I'll get that done in the cafe today, just because I want to have some wins today, guys. I want to have some sort of an accomplishment this week because I feel like the past few months has been a series of L and I want a W. Give me a win, please. I'm just gonna go for a very simple makeup. This is the makeup that I do when I'm going to work. Like, very minimal. The makeup that screams I am partially human today. I don't look like a zombie. Yeah, there we go. I need to check what time the cafe opens. If the cafe doesn't open until like 11, then I guess I'm stuck here. Maybe I'll do some writing while I'm waiting for the thing to open. Let's do a very, very light beat today. I do be getting oily towards the end of the day all the time. It doesn't matter what season it is. I get oily, especially in the summer, and I hate it. I get super oily that the oil would transfer in my glasses, and it's so annoying to clean. My husband hates the scent of dry shampoo in a room, so usually I would do it outside, but since he's not here, I can do it in the room. It's fine. Wow, okay. I am so excited to get rid of all this hair soon. I booked a hair appointment in April, next month, and I'm just so excited to just cut this all off. I'm actually feeling a little adventurous with my hairstyle, with my haircut. I was thinking to get like a pixie cut, but then I'm like wondering, like, does that even look good on my face? Like, will that compliment my face, or am I going to regret it once it's cut? Because right now my hair is like, it's not like it's dead, like, it's just there's color on my hair because I got my hair done about a year and a half ago, I believe. Now I just want to wear my natural hair color. I just want to go back to black, my natural hair color. So yeah, that's why I want to cut off all these ends. I want to go as short as I can. My baby hairs, oh my gosh, I have like really bad baby hairs. This never went away. Like, this has been my issue since I was like a kid. It's my first time doing a blowout on myself. I think it was like a couple days ago, and it's still like the ends is holding pretty good. Yesterday was really nice, but today is like kind of flat, but it's okay. I am not mad at it. Not a bad hair day, I would say. Okay, so let me just change and I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay. Hi everyone, I am back from my excursion. I was away for about 2.5 hours. It was really a vibe. I went to a cafe close to our home. My husband he actually told me to go there. Like, he discovered the cafe through, I think, TikTok, or Instagram, I'm not sure. It was a very nice place. Like, and they were only open for 30 minutes the moment I walked in, and you already see like few people drinking their coffee, just chatting. You can really feel that the vibe of the place is like, like very cozy. It has like an industrial feel to it, which is like very, for me, is like, oh, this is pretty cool, because I've never been to a cafe where it feels very industrial and rugged, but it worked out. It's actually pretty comfy. I went to the second floor and I spotted like a really nice corner where there's a lot of sunlight. I love sunlight, guys. I love staying warm, and the fact that I was able to write for a couple hours near the window is super invigorating. I can't explain it. I don't know what it is. I love the sunlight. I love basking in the sunlight. And I would say my little cafe writing session was very productive. I was able to finish the scene at the cafe, and the total word count for that scene is 1,800 words. And I would say that the difference between the first draft and the second draft is like immense, because not only did I change, how my two characters interacted during their meet cute, and I also changed like the location of where they like kind of have this conversation. And I don't know, it felt right to change it, because in the first draft, it's like their interaction is kind of awkward. It's not good. So I polished it up a little bit, and I would say that the second draft, meet cute, is like way better, and I'm happy with how it turned out. Also, not all the 1,800 words are exactly new words. Some of them are copy and pasted from my first draft, deleted some words and added new ones to make sure that the scene flows. Yeah, actually, while I was sitting for the first 15 minutes of my session, which, by the way, I'm doing 250, like it's a 50-10 Pomodoros. I want to retain the focus. For me, I find that I need it to be longer than 30 minutes. It's kind of weird, because when I was doing the draft in the first time, I can barely finish 30 minutes. I was literally sitting in my seat and was just so antsy about writing for 30 minutes straight. But 50 minutes worked out just fine. I brought my headphones with me thinking that, I would get distracted. And no, actually, I was typing the entire time without headphones. There's some like loud music. It was not so bad that I was losing focus. So it was nice. It was a very, very nice experience. I will definitely go back to the cafe with my husband next time. We actually decided to go on a date there. So super excited to do that again. I'm actually happy that I finished one scene this week. Tomorrow, the plan would be to kind of polish up a little bit on the elevator pitch that I'm working on last night, and also maybe start writing, what is it now? Chapter 3. Yeah, chapter 3. I think chapter 3 is a total, no, not a total rewrite. I think it's just a repolishing the scene because I'm quite happy with how it turned out. So maybe chapter 4 tomorrow. We'll see. That is it for my check-in today. I am not sure if I'm gonna be writing some more. I feel like I'm depleted. I don't want to push it because if I push it, I know I'm gonna get sick of it. So maybe I'll stop for now. Maybe just grab some food and watch some more anime because I am now in 3rd season of Haikyuu. If you watch Haikyuu, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's the 3rd season, the 10 episode season, and I just got past the Tsukishima character arc development. I am so stoked. I loved watching it. Now that I'm rewatching it again, I was like questioning myself, like how did they manage? After season 4 of Haikyuu, I thought there was gonna be more like seasons. It ended up being like the last real season of the anime. I think there's only like OVAs and movies that came out since then. And I watched the recent movie that came out. It was Karasuno versus why do I hear Kenma? Frick. Yeah, Kenma's team and Kudo's team, that was the recent movie that came out, and I left the movie theaters feeling like this should have been like a 10 episode anime, in my opinion. I feel like it could have dragged on a little more. I'm not satiated with that movie. I need more. I am dying. I want to see more. That's my update. I think I'm going to continue watching season 3. I think I'm going to be able to finish that today because I'm already at like episode 6 or something. And there's only 4 more episodes left. So anyways, that is my check-in today. And I'll talk to you soon.